Hey guys, welcome to Gaming and Console Tech. I've got stuff. I went on holiday and came back with stuff. That's pretty much how that story goes. First of all, the hat, which is new, and it's a damn good looking hat if you're a Sega fan. I'm pretty sure Brian at Synth Spaces will love this, along with Mark at Maz Gaming as well. He'll love that. No, you can't have it. Sorry, it's mine. Anyway, just to start the video off, if my voice is a little bit croaky, my voice is just starting to decide that it's going, so I don't know what's happened there. God knows. I could be incapacitated in the next week or so, God knows. We'll see. Hopefully I won't be. Don't need that. First, I told you I've got stuff. I've got Mario Light, and honestly, I wouldn't have bought it if it was at its full price, which I think was about 15-20 quid. However, I got it discounted in Blackpool, and I've already got it set up. Why not? Had to. Put batteries in it, get it done. Might be wondering what it actually does. Well, it's a nice looking cube. It's even more nice now. So, yeah, there's that. I love that to bits, and nobody is going to pry that out of my fingers unless I'm dead. So, yeah. And before anybody says anything, yes, I'm a Sega fan. It's not really Sega, is it? It doesn't quite mix, but it's cool. You can't help but say that it's cool. It's wicked. So we'll put that there. Now, usually I have issues with games pricing, along with CEX, but we all have a problem with CEX. It's the bad place to go. Anyhow, there are a few things that I got from the Blackpool game, which was weird because Burnley's game have next to nothing at this price, and I was shocked. First of all, this thing is, for some reason, a cover for the Disney Infinity Portal thing. Yeah, that. And honestly, and it's just, I don't understand it, but the price that it was, 99p, I wasn't going to pass it up. Yeah, I just wasn't. So I got it. There you go, I got it. Simple. It has got a few different overlays so that you can make it look different from time to time, so there's that. The next one, a PSP game which I had to look up because I knew it existed, but I didn't actually know what it was. It also has the same game on the Wii, which was a bit weird. This, however, is probably the worst of the two. It's not a bad game, it's just this version of the game is atrocious. It plays quite badly. And that being the Prince of Persia: Rival Swords. It is basically the Two Thrones that was on the PlayStation 2 and its HD trilogy on PlayStation 3. And it's not one that plays very well, if I'm honest. It's quite off. Cutscenes start before voices start and voices finish when the cutscenes are already gone. It's weird. It's very strange. But let's move on, because there's more. Got this for 99p just to go with the rest of the collection that I've got. And honestly, pretty impressed, because there's more. And don't even ask, I don't have a clue. I don't know why they were, but you've also got another one, which is also yeah, I'm stupid. Superchargers one, which is another one, which is cool as hell. Let's face it, we'll pop that down there. And then, this was probably one of the bigger bargains I got, which was quite impressive. It is the full thing as well. You got the land thing, and it gives you the actual level and the two characters. 99p. The only thing is that it's not in there properly. You can see all the protective, security protected things on there, and just because it wasn't boxed, they did that. So yeah, that was fine with me. never get anything like that in Burnley's game. They're atrocious for stuff like that. And then also another Skylanders piece, which is basically a bag and a mat to put your Skylanders on. It's mainly to store the Skylanders I have because, yeah, there's loads of them. At the moment, they're all in a box in a cupboard, and I don't know what's what. So, yeah, we'll sort them out and put all the Superchargers ones in that. So, we will sort that out. So, pop that down there. Now, on to something I don't cover very much, honestly. DVDs and Blu-rays. And there are a few gaming-related things in here, and just things that I like personally, honestly. First one is one that my wife wanted, because she wanted to see it, pretty much. And that is The Woman in Black, which I don't actually know what it's about. Never seen it. Gonna give it a bash. Hopefully it'll scare the crap out of my wife, who is sat over there. She doesn't like horror movies at all. She absolutely hates them. So yeah, there's that. There's give that a watch. See what it's all about. The next one is a Blu-ray. Beautiful Creatures, which I don't even know. The only reason I picked this up is because it has Jeremy Irons in it, and I love him as an actor. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant actor. So yeah, there's that. One that I've been meaning to own for a while, and that is House of Flying Daggers. Now, every time I've seen this, it's probably been bashed up, broken, or the disc has been in dire condition. So yeah, I wasn't exactly going to pay through the nose for it, but found that, going to give that a watch. Already seen it, but it's still a brilliant film. This is just a classic. I'm sure all my viewers on here will appreciate this, and that is Wayne's World. Just need the second one now. It's a shame they never did get around to doing a third. It's like one of those things of Bill and Ted, really. They did two and then just, I don't know, didn't get back on the wagon, I suppose. But, you know, why not? And then, me being a kid at heart, this one's going to be impressive. And that is Batman, the animated series. Basically, 5 episodes, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 episodes, starting from the beginning, which is always cool. It's a damn good series, to be fair. As a kid, it was probably the darkest I got. You know, the darkest my dad had ever let me go in films. So, it wasn't one to just let me watch anything. I think the closest I got was Tales from the Crypt on Sci-Fi, which, I will admit, I had nightmares for a little bit. I'm weak-hearted, I can't help it. The next one is one that I was going to get regardless, Blade Runner 2049. It had to be done. I've got the other Blade Runner, I watched that last night, I'm going to watch this tonight, which is going to be hopefully awesome. And hopefully they won't do, spoilers alert, if you haven't watched Star Wars, not the last one, but the one before it, new trilogy, I'm about to spoil it for you, so turn it off, fast forward it if you need to. But I'm hoping they don't kill Harrison Ford off in this. Because if they do, I'll be annoyed. Didn't like Star Wars for that. Can't kill a character off like that, it's just not fair. Next one, kind of a celebration for me, because I only ever watched one of these films. And I don't know what happened. The second one I just didn't get round to watching, it was weird. But the films in question, Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life, which, again, never seen The Cradle of Life. So, I'll get around to watching that at some point. The first one's pretty good, but, again, wasn't great. Kind of hoping the new film will be, though. From reviews, I'm guessing not, but, you know, that's life. The next one is gaming related and a Blu-ray. And that is the live-action Tekken movie, which doesn't follow the game to a T, but it is actually pretty good. I will put that past you. It is a really good film. There are a few things in it which are questionable, but watch it for yourself because you might be very surprised. So, honestly, you'll be surprised. This is something I went looking for, essentially. Not what I wanted, but I did want eventually. I ended up getting it this week. And that is the Firefly 15th Anniversary Collector's Edition, which is brilliant. You've got art cards and stuff in there, which is brilliant. And honestly, the series is just cracking anyway. So if you haven't watched it and you like sci-fi and westerns, watch it. If you like either one of those two genres, watch this. You'll love it. And I'm going to say now, the intro song is just amazing. So pop that back over there. These two are something that, again, kids didn't want in their room. They just passed on. So I got them, gaming related. We have Angry Birds little lights. They do have a switch at the bottom and they don't work at the moment because the battery's dead. We have the yellow one and we also have a pig. So yeah, they're going in the collection in the cupboard until I get my own game room, and then they'll go on display. If I ever get my own game room, they'll go on display. Pop balls there. Now this is one for my wife because she likes the Final Fantasy cards. Not to use them, but to collect them. She loves them. And we've been looking for a few of the other ones which have pretty much just passed us by. It just hasn't happened, and it's a shame. But she found this one in game as well, which is pretty cool. And that is the Lightning one. We already have the Tidus and Cloud one, I believe. And now we have the Lightning from 13. So yeah, why not? And then we have one final thing. I think that's all there is. That is all there is. A little bit of a pride and joy thing for me because one of my boys pointed it out, and it is a book that covers basically old retro consoles and certain games for those consoles, like Commodore 64, Sega Master System, all the way up to the PlayStation, which is amazing in itself. So if that banging you heard, that's next door, would be my little girl's room who is bashing about in the next room. So yeah, playing with the toys, probably. Either that or wrecking a room. Probably wrecking a room. But yeah, you've got like coverage of like your old consoles like Game & Watch and all that kind of stuff. If anybody remembers the Tomitronic 3D, anybody remember that? That's actually on there as well. Come on. Gotta remember stuff like that. But there is literally everything in there. Commodore 64. Like the tapes for the older consoles where you had the loading error. It tells you how to kind of solve that. The memories are endless. Honestly. They just are. And like I say, you've got literally loads. Like SimCity Civilization. And that's going to pull back American memories for a lot of people. Rob the Robot and the Power Glove. They were absolute trash. They were. Come on. They were just stupid. Stupid. And like I say, you got loads and loads of stuff. Like Final Fantasy, you've got like Monkey Island. And there's all sorts of stuff, but it covers literally everything, I'd say, from like 80s that was relevant up until the early 2000s, which is pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, there is that. And that's everything, pretty much. So yeah, loads of stuff. God knows where I'm going to put it all, because I am literally running out of room. And it's not good. It's not good at all. But I'll figure something. I will, sooner or later. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. And in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video wherever. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Wherever you want to throw it. So do that, and I'll see you in another video. In the meantime...